I chose to get involved because, one, I'm usually the person who likes to be involved for one, so transitioning to like a bigger campus, I was like, okay, great. What can I do here? How can I advance? Who can I meet? Who can I connect with? And definitely just finding out who I am through that process, like what are my passions, who are the people that I will potentially look up to, and how can they help me better myself as an individual, and then hopefully after college as well.
Really being a part of something is what makes a college experience, and that's how I made all of my friends. And it's how I found my passion.
The benefits of getting involved: you make friends, you get better grades because you want to be a part of these organizations, which have GPA requirements, and you're like, I need to go study and go to class so that I can stay a part of this organization. You get skills, and you get transferable skills that you can put in your resume on later on once you've graduated, and you're able to say like, I've done event planning and budgeting, and I've managed an organization, and I've done interviewing. So you just get a bunch of transferable skills.
I think it makes the college experience a little more worthwhile, if that makes sense. When you have a community of people that have similar interests to you, or bond over the same experiences, it helps bring a level of like commonality between all of the different students that come to one place from many different parts of the world.
UPC stands for University Programming Council, and we just do free events for students on campus to get away from the stress of classes and work and all of that stuff, and give that little extra experience of college. We really just try to boost people's energy, give them a lot of fun, something to experience. Like we have music events, educational events, because we have so many different types of cultures on campus, so we really try to educate people on the things going on, and we're very sustainable campus, so we educate about that as well. And we're a very talent-based college as well, so we give that outlet for students to express through our open mic nights, karaoke's. We have live music nights where we ask for students to come out and perform for an hour. So we really try to give students an outlet outside of classes and work. We brought out a hypnotist a couple years before, yeah. And so we have a comedy night where we try to bring out a comedian that a lot of students know and just come out and sit and laugh. And we usually have it in the Lyceum, so it's enough seats for people to come and enjoy. We have events like open mic night. That's where students sign up. They can perform a poem. They can do a song. We've had dancers come out, whole dance groups come out. We've had our a cappella group come out and perform, which just blew us away. And so what other kind of events? We have our annual drag show that we do where students get to compete. They get to dress up and perform for the students. We have our North by North Texas music event where we bring out an artist, so it's kind of that South by Southwest feel, but on a budget, because we love to give our students free activities to enjoy. We have about 13 committees where students can decide which committee they want to be on, which one they're most passionate about, to contribute their ideas. Like we have art, so if you're really good with art, or even if you want to learn more about art, you can be on this committee and contribute ideas to what kind of events we bring on campus, what types of people we bring out. We have music, education awareness, pop culture, live acts, so many different things, different areas, because we really try to cover everything to fit the diversity of our campus and make sure we have a place for everyone to enjoy. So if you follow us on our social media, UNT_UPC, that's where we put our link for our application, and you fill out the application. That opens at the beginning of each semester, fall and spring, and then you go through an interview process, a group interview, and then an individual interview, and then we select you and you're in. And you can stay in as long as you want. You can leave whenever you need to. So it's pretty flexible.
Group exercise is just workout classes that the students do with other students and faculty staff, and it's led by instructors. And it's a great way to get encouraged in a group setting to work out. A lot of the times people work better in a group setting being encouraged by others, so it's a way to offer that to those people. We've got anything from cycle, Zumba, high intensity interval training, yoga, we got it all. Yeah, so outdoor pursuits, they do a lot. They rent out canoes, they're able to give you backpack, tents, kayaks if you're wanting to go on a trip by yourself or with friends. But they also have adventure trips where they will take students out to go kayaking or to go hiking, and it could be a day trip or they even have weekend trips where you spend the night and they'll feed you and they'll show you the ropes, and it's a really passionate group who are really excited to be teaching students about the outdoors, and yeah, they're a lot of fun. I like them. It's as easy as going up to the Outdoor Pursuit Center. So within the rec center, there's the Outdoor Pursuit Center, and you can go up to their desk and tell them that you want to sign up for whatever trips are being offered, and they'll be able to get you all squared away. Intramurals. So intramurals are basically students playing sports against other students. So that's your team is all made up of your friends. You guys think you're amazing at basketball. You go out and you play other teams of friends. And we have basketball, we have outdoor soccer, indoor soccer, flag football, softball. And it's a really fun way to let out your competitive outlet if maybe you were a huge athlete in high school but you weren't necessarily able to make it to college level. It's a great way to get to still be playing sports and getting involved that way. Sport clubs are basically student-led, student-run teams ranging from bowling, archery, we've got cycling, to more traditional sports. Like we've got a women's basketball, we've got soccer, and they will actually travel and compete against other colleges, and they have their own national governing bodies and leagues that they play in. So it's a little bit more competitive than intramurals, and it's a really great way to kind of find a home at UNT if you're interested in a specific sport, because they practice every week and you travel and you're staying in hotels with these people, and they all get to be really close. I love it. I love sport clubs.
So one of the main programs that the Multicultural Center puts on is called the Black Student Experience. It is a weekend retreat for incoming freshmen and transfer students where we go through many different activities and have a lot of different speakers to kind of mentor those students and help them make the transition from high school or their other university or college to our campus. We definitely hone in on the value of what it is to be a leader and kind of help push along the narrative of you can do it. And you have a whole group of, Black faculty, Black staff, same thing, Black student leaders on campus who are here to support you in that. That is a very great conference. I believe a lot of the conference covers what is more dedicated to that population of students, especially because they're not the majority a lot of times. So similar to the Black Student Experience, this allows Asian Pacific students to kind of have that camaraderie within themselves as well and have that support system from different leaders who may speak, faculty as well, student leaders, things like that. The Pride Alliance also supports students who are looking for engagement with those who have similar interests as them. They also have the opportunity to go into different types of dialogue to where they can see different points of view as well as have their own voice.
We are a program in the Multicultural Center that is designed to help first-year students, so either freshmen or transfer students, get acclimated to our university by providing each student with a upperclassman that will be their mentor, or like we like to call them, ambassadors. We're hoping that we can connect you to a peer ambassador that is going to help you stay on track while you are here at UNT. For example, we hope that the scholar not only helps you with campus resources, but also lets you know kind of what it takes to be a successful student. That it may not always be easy to be a successful student, but everyone can get to that point.
How can students attend events? Honestly, most of it is word of mouth. A lot of times it's posted on social media. Twitter's your best friend. Other times, all of the departments as far as involvement are actually held, not the events, but the departments that hold those events are located here in the union. So like the Multicultural Center and Student Activities. And the Dean of Students, if you ever needed to go speak to them, it's all located in a central location. So many of your resources are literally at the tip of your fingers, especially like when you're downstairs at Chick-fil-A. So yeah, I mean, asking questions, asking people who you know are involved, that's probably like the best course of action if you're wanting to get involved. Honestly, the Multicultural Center is one of those like really cool, chill hangout spots like in between class. So if you're ever just like curious per se, honestly, the Multicultural is probably one of the most welcoming departments that I have seen on campus, just because we're all for the betterment of all students. And definitely the resources are there, a lot of students are there, a lot of student leaders, in fact, are there to help anybody who is looking to get involved as far as anything to business, anything as far as like just something fun to do, as far as game nights, movie nights, maybe just wanting to find a mentor. The Multicultural Center is really, really good, and it's a place that I hold dear to my heart personally. So yeah.
Greek life is a really good way to get involved on campus. It's super beneficial, being that it is a social plus on campus. You're going to meet a lot of cool people, a lot of great people that will be there for you throughout your college experience. You'll also get, it helps as a networking opportunity as well, being that there are past members and stuff that have graduated college and stuff and have gone on to do different things. Like we have some in my fraternity that have gone off to be senators, governors, successful businessmen and women, different things like that. So it helps in a lot of different ways. But yeah, there will always be a good group of people that will be there to support you and help you throughout your college experience. And we have 4 councils here. We have the Interfraternity Council, which is the all-male council. We have the Panhellenic Council, which is the all-female council. We have the National Panhellenic, which is the traditionally, historically African-American fraternities and sororities. And then we have the Multicultural Greek Council, which is all of the other ethnicities and stuff that weren't covered within those other 3 councils. So the Interfraternity Council is really cool. That's what I'm in. So pretty much you'll attend like the different rush events and stuff throughout the week, and then you'll just get to know kind of the members and stuff, and you will get a bid later on at the end of the week, just depending on which fraternity likes you the most, feels like you fit in best there. The Panhellenic Council is a little bit different, so they have more of a formalized bidding process. So you'll attend like different rush events and stuff throughout the week as well, and you'll go meet all the different houses. You'll talk to all the members and stuff, and then later on you will be given a bid as well. Just to the house that you fit in with the most, you get along with the members the most. The National Panhellenic Council is really cool here because we do, UNT is one of the only schools in the nation that is not an HBCU that has all 9 of the Divine 9 Greek councils here, so that's really cool. But their bidding process and stuff is a little bit more different, just being that they're a little bit more secretive about their processes as well. So you'll get to attend the different Greek events like with the different fraternities and sororities, but just make sure you're not attending like all of them. Just kind of go into it knowing a little bit more about each fraternity and sorority, being that they are a little bit more secretive. And same goes with the Multicultural Greek Council. They have a lot of different stuff that they'll do. They have like step shows, takeovers, different things like that. So a bid is pretty much just like a formalized statement, just inviting you into that fraternity or sorority as well. It's just pretty much like stating your membership within that fraternity or sorority. So the recruitment varies for each council. So it starts off at the beginning of the school year, and then the different councils just follow in the upcoming weeks as well.
We do offer several different programs. One program that we offer is all for North Texas and North Texas for All, which is all for NT for All. Basically, it's like a one-day leadership conference. You basically will learn different things about leadership. We do have a theme. I'm not going to release it yet, but we do have a theme. It'll be in the fall. And it's just you meet new people, you hear from different speakers, and it's kind of just all grow as leaders in one setting. Another program we have is Leadership, which I've had the opportunity to be a part of for 2 years. It's basically a 7-day program that's offered after spring semester is over. Basically, you learn different leadership tools, and also you learn a lot about yourself. It's a very good way to learn about yourself and learn about your purpose and what you want to do when you leave school and while you're here at school. Just honestly, looking at different volunteering opportunities that we hold. We do have Eagleathon, we have alternative service breaks that you can do. Also, as lead ambassadors, we're going to start offering workshops and things that can help your organization be better leaders and just helping you grow like that. So just kind of just go to the website and check out the different programs that we have.
So the Student Government Association is the official voice of the undergraduate student body here at the University of North Texas, and so we are really students advocating for students and built on a community centered around service and providing opportunities to students in order to build a platform for student voices to be heard on an administration, institutional, and state level. So we are really kind of the forefront point person for all things student advocacy and student voices.
Yeah, so speaking of opportunities to get involved in campus, one program that we offer is called the Intern program. The Intern program is a year long and has about 25 to 30 students on it, and what you do is you work on leadership skills, professional development, things that you can use both in the classroom and also in your personal life. And so the Intern program is kind of a great way to kind of make friends for your first year here, and it's also a great stepping stone into getting involved in SGA. But if you decide that's maybe not the route that you want to go by joining the Intern program, we also have a couple other ways to get involved.
Yeah, so in the spring semester you can also run for Senate, so you need 12 hours of UNT credit. So if you're coming in with credit, you still have to take 12 hours of UNT credit in order to run for Senate, and that is kind of our legislative body that really writes resolutions, bills, and all of the different types of initiatives that students want to see done on campus. So things like opening up the library 24/7 or running through approval for the building of Apogee Stadium. And so there's a lot of things that we do on an institutional level, but also super small things that students are passionate about, such as the women's hygiene initiative that we're starting to get women's hygiene products free across all UNT restrooms. And so there are a lot of things that are really awesome that work in conjunction with everyone else, and a lot of times it starts in the Senate.
Yeah, and something that SGA really focuses on is making sure that students' voices are heard. And another way that we incorporate students into joining SGA is we have committees. And so we have over 40 different committees that cover a range of different topics. So we have like Being Campus USA, we have the Tree Advisory Committee, we have the Academic Affairs Committee. We just have so many different types, both departmental and internal and external. So those are great ways to get involved, and they're kind of like a direct line for students and administration to kind of connect through these committees because you'll usually work hand in hand with an administrative person. So yeah, that's what she is.
Talons in itself is its own little family. That's something we always like to say to one another, like we're our own little family. And that's just because each and every one of our members wants each and every one of our other members, to succeed. That's the biggest thing in Talons and in any organization. You want each of your members to become the best version of themselves that they can be. You also want us to get the most experience out of college. And I think it's very important to have like that, those individuals who help lift you up to become better. Because if you don't become better, then, how is it going to be in the world if you could barely be better in college, Honestly, all the big ones. You got Bonfire, which is built by Talons within a week, watched over 24/7, just because people have in the past tried to burn it down early. So if you're doing that, I'm watching you. Boomer the Cannon, you always get to go to the football games, and every time they score or anything like that, you always hear the boom, which throws people off guard, and it's kind of funny. Like if you go to a football game for the first time with somebody who's never been, and you just hear the cannon, you just look at them and they go, for a quick second, you're like, it's okay, it's all right, it's the cannon. Even with Spirit Flags, getting to see just all the pride that we showcase with Boomer and the Spirit Flags, and of course lighting the Connell Tower, and even driving the Model A to each and every game, and even afterwards the parades and stuff. It's just all of those traditions put into one. And that's what the community of Talons is, you know, just promoting pride and spirit to each and every one of the UNT students, just to show them that they can be proud. You know, you can be proud to be a UNT student. You can be proud, you know, of all the football teams and all the sports teams, all that sort of stuff. And you can be proud that, you know, you may not have the greatest GPA, but you're going to one of the greatest schools in Texas, you know? Community service, that's a big thing in Talons, like any other organization. Our community service, we have our own little service committee. And so we do a majority of it is Keep Denton Beautiful, which is we go out to these little areas in Denton. We just pick up trash and stuff. We've had events in the past to where I know there's a little preschool around here that we've helped out with. Like for Halloween, they had us dress up and they're like, go walk the halls and have like a little parade with all the kids and stuff. And that was really fun. I really enjoyed that. On top of that, we're planning on expanding out, you know, doing some soup kitchens or even helping out some food pantries and stuff like that. So yeah. So to sign up for Talons, you'll have to follow us on our social media, Talons23. You can find us on Twitter or even Instagram. On there will be a little link. On the link, it'll have like a little form that says like name, email, phone number, that sort of stuff. And if you have any questions, you just sign up there. But like I said, if you have any issues, just DM I don't know how DM Wing works. I'm old, all right? Just DM the actual account and say like, hey, I'm interested in joining. This is my name, my email, my phone number. Then from there, they'll get it to me and I'll reach out to each and every one of you.
We're from RHA. If you're living on campus and want to get more involved in your community, then you'll want to hear all about RHA.
The Residence Hall Association is the second largest student-run organization on campus, comprised of 15 hall communities and all the residents inside. The best part about RHA is that by living on campus, you're actually already a member of our organization.
Put on fun events for all residents to enjoy, like Zombie Apocalypse, which is just a fun game of zombie tag, or Fall Fest, a live music festival with tons of carnival games.
We also do student leadership development, and we advocate for the residential population. RHA helps you branch out and develop the student leader that you're going to become.
If you want to get more involved in RHA or put on fun events with a group of your peers, then apply today. The application is already live. You can find the QR code at the front desk in your hall's lobby, or you can just ask your front desk for more information.
You can also follow us on social media at North Texas RHA on Instagram and Twitter for more updates about applications and just to find out when fun programs are going to be happening in a community near you so that you can have some fun this year.
We're a part of Student Activities.
And we have over 400 organizations with various categories, including religious,
academic,
creative,
social,
service,
political,
and more.
Yeah, and these are all things that you can get involved with, anything that has to do with your major, your interest, your hobby. We encourage you to at least join two, one that has to do with your major and another one that has to do with something that interests you. So something that you've never done before, a Pokemon club or yoga or a club sport. So do you want to know how to find these orgs?
You can go to studentactivities.unt.edu and search for orgs via keyword or by category.
Or just any words of interest you might have to get involved with.
Maybe you're looking for an organization that we don't offer.
That's fine. You can always start your own organization. All you need is yourself plus 7 members, so go get yourself some friends, a faculty or staff so that they can be your advisor, and then a constitution, and we will guide you through the whole process.
Maybe you don't want to get too involved with a student organization, but you can attend one of the many free events that our department throws all the time.
There's events like Founders Day, so that's a day that we celebrate the founding and establishment of our North Texas College and Teacher Training Institute that was established in 1890. There's a free picnic, there's entertainment, and if anything, just come for the free food.
There's also University Day, which essentially is the same thing, except for we're celebrating the day in 1961 when UNT got to become a university. There's also free food and free entertainment at that as well. There's also Earth Day. UNT has a very strong focus on sustainability, and so we celebrate the International Earth Day with sustainable activities and just education on how to promote sustainability in our own lives. with also free food and activities.
Okay, and of course I had to save the best for last. We have homecoming. Homecoming is a week-long event where we celebrate our spirit and traditions, and it's just a place where there's also a competition that student orgs or a residence hall compete in, and you get awards by the end of it if you are involved in this. And then of course we just have many other events happen throughout the week. We have a picnic, we have a parade, we have a bonfire that is built by Talons, and then all of this culminates to a football game where we'll eventually hopefully win, you know, fingers crossed. So those are some of the events that we offer in our office.
Yeah, and not to mention the free food and activities.
Never forget that.
Those are just some of the things that the Student Activities Department has to offer. So if you're interested, come stop by Union 345 or call us at 940-565-3807, or even just check out our website at studentactivities.unt.edu, or even send us an email at student.activities@unt.edu. And yeah, just come and say hi. We're friendly people, and we want to help you get acclimated and get involved and find your place at UNT. So yeah, just stop by.
Find your home. Involvement advising is the simple fact that sometimes you are overwhelmed and there is way too many options of what to do on campus. There's too many resources, too many events, too many organizations, and so sometimes you're just like, I don't know what to do. So we try to help you out. So you get to meet with a CLA, a campus life ambassador like myself, for like 15 to 30 minutes, and we'll talk about you, your life, your hobbies, your major, what you want to do, and we'll just get a more personalized list of things you might want to do. And like on average, most students, once they leave a meeting with us, we for sure get them 3 different things that they for sure want to do on campus. Whether you're a freshman or whether you're a transfer student, or maybe you've been here already for 2 years, you should get involved. And we know that it's hard, and we know that it's scary to want to come up to our office or come up to other students that are involved and be like, how are you doing what you're doing? So we just have multiple ways to contact our office. You can always visit us at studentactivities.unt.edu, and that's our website. You can get all the information about our student organizations, our events, our programs, and then you could also just call our office and talk to us through the phone if you're more of like you want to talk about it but you don't want to see us face to face. Like we can do all these meetings through the phone. So there's just multiple ways to get in contact with our office.